Dudes, Blesa and I are teaming up to give you guys a huge giveaway, and everyone who signs up will win a free rose suction toy with their order. More details in a minute. Hi dudes, I'm Brooke, and if you didn't know, I'm a licensed cosmetologist and I love makeup. And unless you closed your eyes and clicked around YouTube at random until you accidentally landed on this video, then you probably saw the title and thumbnail and you know we're going to discuss the controversy surrounding E.L.F. Cosmetics using Matt Rife, a cis man who doesn't wear makeup, to try to sell makeup. And yes, if you've been here before, you're probably very perceptive and noticed that I did redo my office. Thank you for noticing. We are facing a different way now. Please sound off in the comments with only nice things about it and tell me how much you love it and how much you love me. Now, if you haven't heard of Matt Rife before, I'll give you a quick recap of why a lot of people think of him as a misogynist, but if you want a deeper dive on his controversies, I recommend Funky Frog Baits and Chad's videos on him. But before I give you my TLDR, let me tell you about today's sponsor, Blesa. Guys, if you've seen my videos before, you know Blesa. They're a bi-women company for all things sexual wellness. Their mission is to empower everyone to embrace, explore, and celebrate their sexuality. Let me show you some of the toys that they are so well known for. This cutie is the Rose, and she's a viral TikTok sensation. Just like me, you guys, I've had 3 viral videos. It's not a big deal. Unlike me though, the Rose toy is viral for good reason. It has 3 different modes, and it fits very nicely in the palm of your hand, so you can easily have complete control of your pleasure. Plus, look at her, are you kidding me? It's literally a rose. You could literally put it on your shelf as decor, it's so cute. Next up we have the Pebble. I'm obsessed with the convenience that is Blesa's charging cases because look how discreet and cute this is. The Pebble is ergonomically built to fit perfectly in the palm of your hand, and it has independently controlled suction and vibration. This one is the Air Vibe. Again, she comes in this adorable and convenient charging case. The Air Vibe is perfect for internal and external stimulation, and also features independently controlled suction and vibration. And the Air Vibe is also basically silent, but still super powerful. Last but certainly not least is the Thump. This toy does it all. It vibrates, suctions, and thumps. The Thump utilizes Blesa's improved pleasure jet technology. Dudes, all of these toys are completely waterproof as well, which makes not just using them, but also cleaning them a breeze. So go ahead and treat yourself. Sign up for my giveaway at the link in my bio. Everybody who signs up will receive a free rose suction toy with their order. Free! Thank you to Blesa for sponsoring this video, and thank you to you guys for checking out Blesa. Now back to me. So, as promised, the TLDR. Matt Rife is a comedian who gained a large following on TikTok by posting clips of his crowd work, which often included him being super flirty with the women in the audience.
You're not married or anything? You bunch of fucking idiots. Oh my God, you local morons not marrying this beautiful woman who makes great cookies. Stupid. I'm so sorry.
And because of this, the audience that he gained was mostly women. In November of 2023, Matt's stand-up special, Natural Selection, was released on Netflix. It was very controversial because he opened the show with a joke about DV, and then went on to make fun of women in a few other ways, which led a lot of women to feel like he used them to get famous and then turned on them to gain the approval of the boys, because they're cooler. And I'm not exaggerating, he's pretty much said this.
Women 100% are who pushed me to be where I'm at right now. Like, they gave me all the momentum on social media. I could never repay that. But in doing that, because a certain amount of girls were supporting me, guys instinctually just went against it. Yeah. Like, instinctually. If my girlfriend was obsessed with another guy, I would be like, F this dude. Yeah. Up until like April of this year, it was like 90% women coming to these shows, which weren't always for the right reasons. And they got there, and maybe they didn't like my comedy, and they go, well, maybe I wasn't a fan for the right reason, which is fine. I appreciate the immediate support, but like, I'm a comedian more than anything else. So like, I'm gonna do the comedy I want to do. I'm not gonna pander to what girls want me to do with the fucking belt thing that went viral for no reason. So they bring their boyfriends or husbands who are always reluctant because they probably bought the tickets. They didn't want to be there. And then like 20 minutes into the show, they realized like my comedy is so much more for guys than it is girls. It's so funny.
You see their shoulders like start to relax, like their arms, like they're drinking their drink more. Get another drink.
My live shows, to me, I've always gone for the tone of like, I just wanted to feel like a hangout with the boys. Like, you're gonna say some ridiculous shit from time to time, but I wanted to just feel like a hangout. Like it breaks my heart that so many guys just won't give me a chance because I'm like, dude, we could be best friends. You just never know.
He kind of reminds me of like a 14-year-old boy in that he thinks that to be funny around other boys is just making derogatory comments about women, but then you put him in front of women and he turns on his performative feminist type man act. It just seems like overall he code switches between talking to men and talking to women, where like in his shows where he's talking to a crowd of women, he'll be like, you go girl, women are the best.
Can I tell you look pretty just to make you feel better? First of all, you never need a man to tell you look beautiful. So no. No, you look great. You look great. Yes, I mean it.
But then he gets around a bunch of men and it flips into like basically locker room talk.
The girl with massive, I'm like, yo, that's pretty close.
Yeah, like, what am I supposed to fuck you or thumb wrestle? Like, I don't know.
I mean, both, honestly.
I don't love a giant. I don't want to look down and feel like God left a tag on you.
Which leads me to wonder which one is the real him, but I feel like I can infer from context clues. But the thing about women is that we are the ones that often spend money, we buy merch, we go to shows. So trying to swap out all the women in your audience for men who like that you're not afraid to be edgy isn't actually great for your wallet. Women aren't afraid to be unabashed fans of people, whereas a lot of men are. Because unless it's sports, that's gay.
And who set that system up?
Yeah. But as far as dark humor goes, I'll be honest, like, I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with dark humor or dark jokes. It's just that Matt's Stevie joke wasn't funny, unfortunately. Like, it didn't land. And given all of the other context, it does kind of point towards using women as the butt of the jokes when they're the ones that made you famous in the first place. And it's frustrating because he didn't need to stoop there to get a laugh or to get the approval from the guys or whatever it was. Like, in researching for this video, I did watch a lot of Matt Rife content, and I actually think he's capable of being really quick-witted and really funny. So use that to write jokes where the punchline isn't just like, haha, women get hit. And I'm kind of also echoing a sentiment that Funky Frogbait had in their video, but I agree. You can touch on dark topics in a way that isn't hateful and still be funny. It has to be funny. But now here is where E.L.F. Cosmetics enters the picture. E.L.F. Cosmetics is a beauty company that started in 2004 and has been known for being affordable and cruelty-free. Although as a consumer, I will say that their prices have gotten less and less cheap over time, so now they're not really much different from someone like Maybelline or NYX in terms of pricing, but do with that what you will. E.L.F. has historically represented themselves as a brand that stands for women and diversity, and they even had a whole campaign last year called So Many Dicks, which called out the lack of diversity in US boardrooms. So this is why it was so shocking when their latest campaign dropped and starred Matt Rife.
Hey girl, has overpriced beauty hurt your wallet?
E.L.F. that!
I know a thing or two about red flags.
Okay, is the joke supposed to be that he is the red flag? Or is the joke supposed to be that he's like one of the good guys, so he knows like the red flags to look out for? I genuinely don't get the joke. Like what is supposed to be the implication? Let me know.
Call 1-855-653-427-372-274.
Call me.
But aside from his controversies even, what the fuck does he know about makeup?
I like some of the Gaga songs. What the fuck does she know about cameras?
Why are we using a man who doesn't wear makeup to sell makeup to mostly women? I would understand if this were an ad for Juvederm or veneers, but makeup? I mean, I'm sure he gets powdered and spot concealed for TV, but he's not a makeup artist or a makeup influencer or something like that where it would make sense. It just seems ironic that the brand who was just calling out that there were too many men in boardrooms and calling for more diversity hired a man who doesn't know eyeliner from lipstick to be one of the faces of their campaign. And speaking of faces, if you enjoy seeing mine, and I really hope you do, I would really love if you subscribed to my channel. Every single one of you makes me smile, so thank you. So the backlash was really immediate on the ad. I'll read you some of the comments. People were saying, Matt Rife was no one else available. Nikki Tutorials said, and you lost me. Matt Rife out of all people, so disappointed. Someone said, is Matt Rife here to sell us concealer for black eyes from domestic violence? Matt Rife, guys, really? Who made the decision to hire Matt Rife? Fire them too. Famous woman hater Matt Rife starring in an ad targeted at women. What are we doing here? Hey, so who is this ad for? Because with the choice of Matt Rife, it's certainly not for me. In Matt Rife's Netflix stand-up special Natural Selection, he opened with a DV joke implying a woman wouldn't have a black eye if she could cook. A room full of people sat in several meetings and they all thought we wanted to see Matt Rife. Mind you, Matt Rife said he doesn't want female fans, so who's the target audience here? Someone said, y'all gonna put Andrew Tate in an ad next? I've seen a few people say that, and I will say, like, I understand the sentiment of it being kind of dramatic, and not to, like, police people's speech or anything like that. It's the opposite of what I want to do, but I do think that when we equate something so severe, like Andrew Tate, with Matt Rife, whose biggest issue is, like, jokes being too far and, like, saying stuff that's inconsiderate, I don't think that's a super good idea because it kind of desensitizes what Andrew Tate does. But that's just me. Even Wendy's chimed in. They said Eyes Lips finding a new makeup brand because if you weren't aware, E.L.F stands for Eyes Lips Face. Someone said, I thought you guys were cruelty free. And this is kind of how I feel. Someone on Instagram said, I feel like this was a missed opportunity for an actual beauty content creator or influencer. It is really true. It is like a missed opportunity for someone who actually works in that space to have worked in that space on like a larger scale. So it's weird, especially with their like initiatives in the past of being like, we need to hire more women for, you know, boardrooms, but not commercials. And I'm not talking about Heidi in Closet. I think that she was a great pick for this. I fucking love Heidi.
Hot take, I liked the Matt Rife E.L.F ad. I did not like that Matt Rife was in it, but I liked the concept of the ad, and that's almost what upsets me so much more. Because they could have easily put in someone who wasn't Matt Rife. For example, if they wanted to go the man route, they could have cast a man who is known for wearing makeup, who partakes in the product. Or, if they wanted to go the comedian route, they shouldn't have hired Matt Rife, but they could have gone with a, oh my god, female comedian? That would have been crazy. Rachel Sennett, Mary Beth Malone. Granted, I don't know their schedules, but I am certain that one of the thousands of very funny female comics would have happily been in that advertisement, and dare I say, maybe would even have made the ad make a bit more sense, get a little bit more love. What does make sense about the ad is finding out that it was the same advertisement firm that made the Sydney Sweeney ad that did the E.L.F ad, because no doubt there is a man at the top of that marketing firm. But my question is, who decided that in 2025, the new trending way to advertise to women is instead of advertising the product to women, let's advertise to women that this product, men love it when women use this product. And because obviously women's goal, their one goal for all women on earth is to appease what men like. So them knowing that a man likes this product will make them like this product because they want men to like them. Like, it's not the 1960s. Women make their own money. Let them buy things that they like. Maybe don't frame everything through the male gaze. Maybe girls don't like that anymore. Maybe they never liked it in the first place.
But anyway, E.L.F did respond to all of this controversy. According to an article by Haley Crawford for businessoffashion.com, Corey Marchesotto, E.L.F Beauty's global chief marketing officer, said that they picked Matt Rife because of his audience's significant overlap with E.L.F's target audience. In the same article, Corey Marchesotto goes on to say, obviously we're very surprised. There's a big gap between our intention and how we missed the mark for some people. We always aim to deliver positivity, and this one didn't. So we find ourselves in a position where, quite honestly, that doesn't feel good for us. She basically says that the team at E.L.F chose to focus on Matt Rife's community engagement as opposed to how he might be perceived by their audience. And then in regards to his controversies, she said, we are very much known for operating in real time. That's what it means to be the cultural zeitgeist. So we're not looking in the rearview mirror when we're operating the real-time marketing machine. All of the signals tell us to keep being humorous, to keep pushing the envelope, to keep leaning into entertainment. That's what our community loves. E.L.F did also release a public statement about it on their socials, and this is what that said. You know us, we're always listening and we've heard you. The campaign aimed to humorously spotlight beauty and justice. We understand we missed the mark with people we care about in our E.L.F community. While Elfino and Schmarns closes today, we continue to make the case against overpriced beauty. How are you going to apologize and still keep this up? It's giving sorry you're offended vibes, total lack of awareness. Donate every dollar off that campaign to domestic violence prevention or keep your hollow words. Shut up and make $1 products again. Real. Missed the mark is a pretty loose way of saying we intentionally alienated our audience by hiring a man who torpedoed his career by alienating his audience. 1 in 4 women experience DV in their lifetime. Your consumer base is majority women. Put your money where your mouth is and donate to DV organizations because we're not forgetting this one. Time to donate to DV programs in a big way. You're only sorry because your beauty influencers are cutting ties with you. If you're genuinely sorry, take down the video. Are you seriously trying to add humor to your apology? Take down the original ads on all platforms. How tone deaf can you be? So people were upset because there was no sorry in there. But it's hard to say if this was also an intentionally controversial move, because between this and the Sydney Sweeney American Eagle ad, some are theorizing that companies are now just trying to intentionally garner outrage with their ads, as in all publicity is good publicity tactic. Who's to say?
Did you know that the same company that produced this? The name of the company is Shadow. The key thing to know about Shadow is that they are a PR agency, not a marketing agency. And that explains a lot about why all of this went wrong. With advertising, you are looking at a long-term strategy in terms of what you want the brand to be for your consumer audience. PR, on the other hand, is a short-term strategy. So you want a quick hit, you want to get people's attention, you want to get people talking about you. That's the framework under which Shadow is working.
What we do know for sure is that even though E.L.F. addressed the ad, it is still up. So a lot of people were upset because if they were actually sorry, then they would have removed the ad. But that's tough because Matt Rife is not the only person in the ad. It also stars our Miss Congeniality, Heidi N. Closet, who deserves her flowers. And Heidi being in the ad makes perfect sense. She's hilarious, she's extremely talented, and obviously, in doing drag professionally, she knows makeup.
Bitch, they can see my colors today. They be like, Heidi, your makeup has improved. You are the winner of this. In my dreams.
Let it go.
The level of disrespect.
I do feel bad because if they were to take down the video, it would be like negative towards Heidi, but I don't know. I don't want to speak for her because maybe she doesn't want to be associated with this at all anymore either, and I'm sure she already got paid, so maybe she would love for it to be taken down as well. Who knows? I don't know. But I mean, I think that she deserved to be in the ad, so it's a bummer that it's being overshadowed by the fact that Matt Rife is in it. I've seen a few people commenting on Heidi's social media pages and being upset with her that she agreed to work with Matt Rife, but I think that's honestly really misplaced anger.
Heidi, what do you say to that?
Fuck all them bitches.
Heidi has had a very long-standing relationship with E.L.F. and likely was already signed on to do the ad before she even knew Matt Rife would be involved. According to thestarobserver.com, which is a website I have never heard of before, Heidi allegedly said in a TikTok live that she had already signed the contract before she knew Matt Rife would be involved, and that by the time she did know, it was too late to back out. I have no way of disproving or proving this because I didn't see the live and I can't find any clips of it, but I do believe that that was likely the case. Regardless, it's not like she would have had any control over the casting anyway. And I don't think it would be fair to expect her to ruin her long-standing relationship with a brand and get potentially blacklisted or a reputation for being hard to work with because she got to set and Matt Rife was there.
I'm gonna worry about Heidi right now, okay? Like I said, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, and fuck you. I'm gonna worry about Heidi.
A lot of people are also saying that they're going to boycott E.L.F. now, and some are even saying that they're going to throw away their E.L.F. products. And listen, if you feel compelled to not buy from E.L.F. anymore, that's totally up to you. But don't throw away your existing products that you've already purchased. That's just wasting makeup and hurting yourself for no reason. You've already paid for it, E.L.F. already has your money. Use the product, it's okay. If you want a replacement for E.L.F. in the meantime that's affordable, NYX makes wonderful products at a very good price. But guys, while we're talking about Matt Rife, I would be remiss if I didn't mention the fact that he's also infiltrating another one of my interests. Him and his friend Elton Casti recently purchased Ed and Lorraine Warren's house, which also contains their occult museum and all of their cursed trinkets, including Annabelle.
Hey guys, super random but incredible announcement. I have just bought the Ed and Lorraine Warren's home and occult museum with my very good friend Elton Casti. If you guys have ever seen any of the Conjuring films, the Annabelle films, or even Amityville Horror, this is the home that inspired all of those stories. This might be the most important and prominent piece of paranormal history in the world. Ed and Lorraine Warren are who took demonology and ghost hunting and paranormal investigation and made it mainstream. Now, I know a lot of you guys don't know what any of this means whatsoever, but if you follow ghost stuff, this is about as big as it gets. So what does this all mean? It means that Elton Castee and myself are the owners of the physical Ed and Lorraine Warren's Home and Occult Museum. We are the legal guardians and caretakers of all 750 haunted artifacts and items in the Warren Museum, including the Annabelle doll. I must go on record and say we do not legally own the items, but we are the legal guardians and caretakers of the items for at least the next 5 years. And what this means for you guys is you are going to soon be able to book a night or a weekend and stay at the Warren's house and investigate the house and the history of the house, as well as the museum and all the artifacts inside of it. This is the most random hobby ever, but it's so fucking cool, man. I should probably collect stamps or something. Might be a little safer. But yeah, we own the house, and we are very excited for you guys to see it. Stay tuned.
Matt Rife Stay Out of My Interest challenge. Impossible. Now, personally, although I love spooky things, I don't actually believe in ghosts or demons or anything paranormal. So I do disagree with people saying that he's in danger by being around Annabelle or whatever. But that is the general consensus online. Matt says that they have plans to open it for overnight stays and museum tours. And honestly, fuck it, I'd go for sure. I've never been to Connecticut. But I wouldn't spend the night though, because I'm honestly just too particular about sleeping arrangements to spend the night there. But I definitely will visit the museum when it opens. That being said, I am also of the opinion that Ed and Lorraine Warren were probably pretty shitty people and frauds. And I also believe Judith Penny's very disturbing allegations about them. But that's not what this video is about. And also, I will say, I fucking love those Conjuring movies, man. And I will be seeing the new one the day it comes out. Alright guys, I'm gonna call it there. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks again to Blesa for sponsoring this video. You can enter that giveaway in the description. The lipstick I'm wearing will also be in the description as usual. And guys, if you like me and you want to see more of me, you can follow me on Instagram and TikTok. And you can also subscribe to my second channel, Brookesharks Bites, where I post beauty and lifestyle content. And I also have a Patreon where I post some behind the scenes and exclusive, and we also have a Discord. Don't forget to murder the subscribe button and beat the shit out of the like button, and if you're feeling crazy, you can put some E.L.F makeup on the bell. I'll see you guys next time with another video.